WATE 6 on Your Side presents Veterans Voices, honoring those who served.
For World War II vets, the soundtrack of their youth was the big bands of the 1940s. The Air Force Big Band, called the Airmen of Note, find their greatest joy in performing for veterans who visit Washington, D.C. on honor flights.
WATE 6 on Your Side salutes the men and women serving our country. Veterans Voices is brought to you locally by these sponsors.
Hello, I'm my cat maker. The results are in. Check out these winners. 14 Fiat 500L, 9988. 2017 Dodge Grand Caravan GT, 18888. So hurry on in to Jim Carr Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, 8544 Kingston Park.
Welcome back, everyone. Really, one of the best ways to remember a veteran is by sharing their stories, helping their memories live on. Unfortunately, though, it can be difficult sometimes in sharing those memories. Sadly, many times families, they know little to nothing about their veteran, their family member, once they pass away. As we honor those who serve, reporter Gabriella Pagan is putting a spotlight now on a call for untold stories this Veterans Day.
Ready, aim, fire!
With each veteran who passes on, their untold stories do not.
Present! Turn!
Stories of tens of thousands who served and made the ultimate sacrifice.
That's a subject that that comes up fairly often with us. Tremendous stories of heroism.
Begging the question as the East Tennessee State Veterans Cemetery on Governor John Sevier Highway goes under expansion to include space for as many as 5,500 more veterans. Does running out of space mean we're running out of time to listen?
It just says that, you know, number one, of course, the death rate's increasing a little bit. And, you know, that was to be expected, I think, when the cemetery was originally built.
Going up about 2% each year, Director Kevin Knowles expects the cemetery to reach full capacity by 2080 after 4 more expansions.
We have lawn crypts, which are, it's a concrete vault system that's already in place in the ground. They are 2 deep, a spouse and a veteran. The first one that passes away goes in the first space, and the second one goes in the second space.
We can build more space, but we can't freeze time.
Sometimes we ask the families, so, well, what did your father do in World War II? And they say they don't know because the person doesn't talk about it.
Some veterans talk to their families about their service, and they have a rich history of what their family member did during various wars as well as peacetime.
But then some of them don't talk about it. And this is more so with the Vietnam veterans because of the discord that we had in the country at the time. There were so many people who were against the war for various reasons. Sometimes they took it out on the veterans, and the veterans, many of the veterans don't want to talk about it. We really want to know what these men and women that we're providing honors for did in the service. There are so many different stories, you know, and they're not all ones that get made into movies. You know, we keep running across new stories. They belong to all of us. This is why our men want to know about it.
So when the time does come, the men and women who selflessly ran to our freedom's defense are laid to rest with their stories told.
You wouldn't believe how many boys came out of the hills around here and served in World War II, and then, of course, Korea, and the huge number of people that went into the service during Vietnam. You know, they're not called volunteers for nothing.
In Knoxville, Gabriella Pagan, WATE 6 on Your Side.
Right now, the East Tennessee Veterans Cemetery is about 70 acres, and we're told once this expansion is done, it will add another 10 to 12 acres of space. As a matter of fact, we've learned the $4 million project will be funded through the Veterans Affairs program. All right, now we want to talk about a growing problem right now affecting many veterans, and that is as they transition back to civilian life. We're talking about homelessness. The Helen Ross McNabb Center is saying of the nearly 500,000 veterans living in Tennessee, 40,000 are below the poverty level. Of that number, more than 700 veterans access services for the homeless right here in Knox County. Now, the Helen Ross McNabb Center working to fight that statistic, opening a number of veterans housing projects across East Tennessee. As a matter of fact, they opened one off of Middlebrook Pike just last week. We're talking 10 new permanent supportive housing units opening up. Those apartments offered to 10 military veterans who are homeless or at risk of becoming homeless. The nonprofit saying one of the solutions to ending a growing homelessness problem in Knoxville is by giving our veterans the extra help they need to get off the streets.
I am just very proud on behalf of our organization, our community, and our staff to have people who get to come here and call it home, to be able to have a place that they get a fresh start and begin to change their life, frankly.
In addition to giving these veterans a place to stay, the Helen Ross McNabb Center offers job training services. They also help their residents communicate with Veterans Affairs to make sure that they are receiving the benefits they are entitled to. Still to come as we honor those who serve, giving our veterans a proper farewell, volunteer honor guards performing free military services, most of those costs coming from out of their own pockets. How our community is now giving back, helping continue their mission. Stay with us.